Hello, my glorious heathens, as I, the legend that is Dionysus. And before I get started, I do, in fact, want to apologize for my late absence. I was wanting to have an OC for these videos, but the only issue is the old OC that I had would have been deemed quote unquote inappropriate, and thus Skynet, I mean YouTube, would have terminated my channel. So I'm getting a new OC, which will be much better than the old one, and it should be here within a couple of weeks. Now, with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. To which, yes, I know, I'm bringing up an old news, which I said I wasn't going to talk about this clown anymore, but hear me out. Somebody needs to be here to expose this fool for what he is. Just like we need YouTubers here like Hero Hey and all of them to expose Kotaku, Anime News Network, and any other fake news journalist sites who wish to put gender studies into their articles. We need those types of YouTubers. So I do hope you understand why I am going to going to expose this clown for what he is. Now I'm still going to make content about anime, and I might do comics. The comics I'm going to do are going to be from Indiegogo, since Marvel and DC want to be woke and trash. I'm going to only focus on the good ones like Blade Devil or Arachna and any other awesome comics that Indiegogo has to offer. I'm also going to be working on not so well known anime, manga, stuff like that. But again, I have to expose the clown, right? I have to expose this loser, which, if you couldn't tell by the title, say hello to Unseen Seattle, I mean Japan. Sorry, honest to goodness, mistake, ladies and gentlemen. But to those of you who do not know who this clown is, first and foremost, I envy you. Secondly, I highly recommend you try my previous video to this. But if you don't have 44 minutes to spare, here's what you need to know. Unseen Japan is a sad, fat, pathetic, white, beta male feminist who lives in Seattle, Washington, and frequently goes to Japan time to time. While he does know a great deal about Japan, such as the language, the kanji, the culture, stuff like that, he actually deems himself to be the savior, the supreme being of Japan, who thinks he knows everything there is from the tiniest dust in Japan. And he thinks himself to be a he basically has a white savior complex, to where he has cometh to Japan to purify the tainted land of its evil wickedness, and his followers back him up full-heartedly. Yes, this clown indeed has followers, and the best way I can describe it is to imagine the human centipede, with unseen Chungus here as the head, and all of his followers are lined up, head to mouth, sewn to each other, and instead of screaming and trying to get free, they instead just gleefully eat up whatever crap he has to offer. Now, if you want to know what Unseen Chungus looks like, just imagine a fat guy in a tuxedo with the head of a blobfish, and there you go. I mean, yes, there's also just imagine what a human thumb looks like, Mr. Clean, the Michelin Man, the list goes on. But as for now, Mr. Albino Potato Head will just do fine. Now, with that being out of the way, he has made an article titled "Is Time Running Out for Japanese Idols?" And he does have some proof, which is good, that some idols are they kind of have it bad, right? Now I'm not going to go into full detail because the individual who I'm about to get to kind of brings up a lot of good points, but crap happens. Sadly, stuff like this happens not just with idols, but any group outside Japan and otherwise. However, the issue is Unseen Japan, the man who lives in Seattle, Washington, is covering an issue in Japan. What business do you have there, right? And on top of that, because he's a male feminist, he always goes for any issue that a female is facing, whether it be how the bad virus is affecting male, bad virus is affecting female and children. He says nothing about the men in Japan. He only focuses on how this virus is affecting women and children, and he only focuses on those two individuals. It's never the males. Mind you, males have it tough too. If you have to work in Japan, well, that's hell. You gotta work 9 to 5, and you gotta go glorify the boss. Your whole existence is to work and die, basically. But he doesn't care about the men, though. He's only focusing on the females because he is, again, a male feminist. We gotta make sure Milady is taken care of. And mind you, everyone should be taken care of, both male, female, and children. They should all be safe. But again, he just focuses on one specific gender because he's a male feminist. I know I said that a gajillion times, but still, um, let's put up a post though, shall we? Let's put up one post. Now, this individual I did block out because no one should go and harass them or bother them, and they did bring up that they hated being an idol. They didn't, uh, it was terrible and yada yada yada. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This idol doesn't speak for all idols, though, right? And again, I'm going to get to it in a minute because someone brought up an excellent point. But just know, Unseen Japan, who again lives in Seattle, Washington, is talking about issues in Japan, in another country that he has no business and stick his nose in, right? But I'll be convinced until proven otherwise that there isn't a single idol management company in Japan that is an absolute shite. Now, Unseen Weenie, you're not Celtic and you're not Australian. Wait, do Australians say shite? I mean, I think only the Celtics and British, I believe, say shite. But either way, stop. And again, what business do you have here, right? That would be like me making an article here in America about Bollywood, the issues with Bollywood actors, actresses, or whatever. What business do I have, sticking my nose there, right? And we finally come to the person who spoke up against Unseen Chungus, which, dear God, this was absolutely incredible. Now, of course, I edited their names out, so don't harass them. If you do find them again, please do not harass them. They do not deserve to be bothered by random people. Now, with that being said, this is now first off, not only does Unseen Japan block me, but they also blocked this person as well. Which something also funny is Unseen Japan tried to block this person right here, who is Asian. I don't know if she's Japanese or Chinese or what have you, but she's clearly Asian, and she's a part of the LGBT community. Alright, two things that Unseen Michelin Man wants to protect. He has sworn to defend, all LGBT people, all, Asian women, and all this and that, until, one of them, such as this individual right here, speaks up and says, yo, it's not that big of a deal, right? Because as soon as you do that, as soon as you dare question the almighty bunghole, he will block you. And he's gone on chain blocks too, and he even tried to cancel this person, just like he tried to cancel Yellow Flash years back because of the Uzaki-chan video that he made. Because how dare you mock the almighty Cornholio, right? How dare you know your place, filth, know your place, peasant, before the almighty one. But I digress. This individual says, as opposed to other Japanese and overseas industry, just like I was going to bring up before. I mean, this isn't a Japanese only thing. This is all over the world. All over the world, you have companies that they tell their actresses to do this, or it's a harsh work environment, right? There's a lot of harsh environments for not just actors and singers and whatnot, but any workplace, period. But Unseen Japan wants to make it where it's only Japan and idol groups, all idol groups. This is a weird holier than thou take, which, I mean, on fairness, Unseen Albino Potato Head thinks he is holier than thou. He legit thinks he's the white savior of Japan, and he is going to bring Japan to a new era with his, purity. Not to mention a weird way to respond to someone sharing their struggle. And yeah, like notice how Unseen Japan didn't say anything sympathetic towards the individual who was struggling. Like, man, it sucks that this is going on, or whatever, right? It was only, see, I was right. Idol groups are terrible. You should believe me. I know what I'm thinking. I have big brain. And the heck, I remember when the first earthquake hit Japan this year. Japan, Unseen didn't say anything about, I hope everyone's okay. Instead, he shared this video of a Japanese woman's cat, kind of, freaking out or whatever over the earthquake. And he's like, this is my favorite video. Like, dude, read the room. Where's your empathy? What he has, even when the second earthquake hit, he didn't say anything about having any sympathy or empathy towards Japan. Like, oh my gosh, I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone is safe. Stay safe. Whatever. No, no, no. It's just, oh, that happened. Well, oh well, right? Because it doesn't affect the Lord. It doesn't affect the Almighty One. But moving on, it also completely ignores everyone from working within to change the industry or idols producing their own groups. And there you go. There you go. What about that, unseen Chungus? Like you only focus on one specific individual that had a bad time. What about idol groups like, say, Baby Metal or Band Aid or the list goes on? I mean, can you really say every single idol group is the same? Can you really say every single idol group it has its own issues? There might be some idol groups that are wholesome and they actually care or whatever. But of course, Unseen Japan has an agenda to sell, right? Like these, he even liked. Now, I only know this because of the individual here, but he even liked a quote, a tweet that someone posted saying that the only reason they are dressed like that is basically idols, or I can't say the word because of YouTube, but just know it's that thing you do when you all alone and that kind of material. Which no, not really, but of course, we gotta show that agenda. On top of that, this person right here has pointed out that Unseen Chungus deleted all these tweets. He has deleted all of this, which why? First off, why did you do that? And my personal wait, I don't have it here. Oh, I don't Huh, I don't have it. My bad. I oh, never mind then. But just but no, no. Oh wait, no. Here it is. Here it is. This is the one I was looking for. How did I not have these people blocked already? And as you can see, it's the same person. It's the same person who was like, "Hey, you you're kind of full of crap, right?" But because they don't believe in the Almighty One, they don't believe in God here, they get blocked. They and he even tried to cancel this individual. Now again, Unseen Chungus has deleted all these tweets right here, but thankfully the individual took screenshots. That way we can forever see them. So ha ha. And I just want to say, if you want real Japanese news, look to a actual Japanese individual. Look at Tokyo Reporter, which is on Twitter. I showed that off last video. Look up anyone who actually knows, and look up an actual Japanese individual who knows a lot about idols. Don't look at some sad, pathetic beta white male feminist who wants to sell their agenda. And speaking of agendas, one last thing to go. Your enemy is political. The radical revolution of Akira and Evangelion. Unseen. You should really live up to your name and just go unseen. Like, seriously, there's no politics in anime. It's this typical SJW woke narrative where you gotta take something and you gotta stretch it out a little bit. It's the same tactic, if you will, that religious people use when they want to say something is evil. You take that preacher who was talking about Pokemon being the devil. Pokemon is satanic. It's the same level. It has the same vibe as pulling it out of your ass. Both of these individuals, the preachers who say this and that is the devil, and Unseen Chung is here, and anyone else that's saying anime is political is full of crap, and they don't know what they are talking about. So with that out of the way, I don't want this to go any further. It's already been 17 minutes. Oh boy. I'm going to go right now, and I hope you all had a fantastic time. Please like and subscribe, and get ready for actual anime content, and again, comics as well. I'm probably going to make this channel into a comic and manga, uh, channel, and see where that takes me. So, with that out of the way, please, by all means, have a fantastic day, my glorious heathen.